Let's start by defining an Angular service by the name Auth. We are importing injectable from it Angular core to decorate our class as a service. The service implements can activate, which is part of it Angular router, indicating that it's responsible for making a guard decision. Observable is imported from RxJS, as can activate can return not only Boolean but observable or promise that resolves to a Boolean as well. Our guard has a constructor injection of router, which will allow us to navigate the user to different routes programmatically. The canActivate method takes two arguments, activated route snapshot and router state snapshot, providing the current route information and the state of the router at the snapshot in time. This method is where we will place our logic to allow or deny access to a route. In this snippet, we first check the user's logged in state with is logged in method. If this returns true, meaning the user is authenticated, the guard permits navigation to the route by returning true. Otherwise, it redirects the user to the login page using the router's navigate method and blocks the navigation by returning false. Our isLoggedIn method is a placeholder for actual authentication logic. In a real-world scenario, you would have a service that checks if the user token or session is valid. For simplicity, we are checking the existence of a user token in the local storage, simulating a token-based authentication check. Now, let's move to our app routing module. Here, we're importing necessary modules from it Angular core and it Angular router. We also import the AuthGuard we just created and the protected component, which is the component we want to secure with our AuthGuard. We define our routes in the array of routes. For the protected path, we associate the protected component. Importantly, we specify the AuthGuard in the canActivate property. This tells Angular that before navigating to this route, the AuthGuard must be consulted to confirm if the navigation should proceed. To finalize our app routing module, we use the @ing module decorator. We import the router module and call its forRoute method with our routes. This is how Angular knows about our route configurations. We also export router module so it can be used across other modules in our Angular application. Lastly, we export our app routing module class which wraps up the creation of this module.